O- Okay, good morning everybody. Good morning. It's afternoon already. 1:30 on Wednesday afternoon. Me and a friend of mine just had our weekly lunch together. Went to Subway today, but that's not the important thing. What we talked about was the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act. Now this Obama promised to veto, and he signed the other day. And what it does, starting at the first of the year in 2012, it gives the military the authority to detain anybody they damn well please, do not charge them, take U.S. citizens, and go and seize them or their property inside the United States with no warrant whatsoever, just on the hunch that they might be terrorists or they might be a seditionist or whatever they damn well please is what it's going to come down to, because there's no oversight committee on this. The Congress doesn't have an oversight. The Attorney General doesn't have any oversight, and the FBI has no oversight. So they can snatch you up, take you to an unknown location, detain you without charging you with anything indefinitely up to life. That's nice, isn't it? Well, aside from being in violation probably of the First Amendment, because that's probably what's going to get their attention, is you're going to say something or do something that involves free speech, and they're going to decide, well, maybe that speech is seditious. Who knows? But then it also violates the Fourth Amendment. Let me read, in case you're not quite familiar with the Fourth Amendment, let me read how it's worded, and you tell me if this is a violation of the Fourth Amendment. The right of the people to be secure in their person, house, papers, and effects against unreasonable search and seizure shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describe the place to be searched and the person or things to be seized. That's the entire Fourth Amendment. And this thing, well, it's habeas corpus, the right to produce a body in front of a judge, the, that is just thrown out the window. The whole basis of our law is based on the right to appear before a judge, to be charged, and to show good reason why you are charged, to have representation on your side to defend yourself, and to appear in a public forum, which namely a court. Now these are all just thrown out the window with one brush of the pen by Barack Obama. What the fuck kind of president is this? This guy, it's the Congress sent it to him, so the Congress doesn't get a free ride on this either. But what in the hell is this country coming to? We 2 weeks ago we learned that they will allow drones now to be used in law enforcement and to be used by the federal government to fly wherever they damn well please over American cities, over your house, over mine. Now, who knows the amount of information the CIA and anybody else that shouldn't be operating within this country are operating presently and securing this information. They get every time you pick up the phone you're on, you could be listened to. Even your phone without you knowing it can be used to locate you. This country is turning into a swastika carrying bunch of goddamn uh, power hungry megalomaniac fucks, and this has got to stop. And how can it stop? You have to go to your congressman, and every time he appears running for something, at some speech, at some barbecue this summer, you got to go and you have to ask him, did he vote for this? And if he did, does he understand what the Fourth Amendment means? And is he willing to throw the fucking Fourth Amendment out for a bunch of crap? In this case, the terrorist won. They absolutely won. They've destroyed any right to privacy in this country because we're so afraid of what a terrorist can do, we're willing to give up everything. Well, that's bullshit. It's time people go in the streets. It's time people hacked into these drones and crashed the goddamn things into the Congress or into the White House or any other place they could smash them into to establish the fact that these sons of bitches shouldn't be flying over top of us, over top of me, over top of you, or over top of anything in this country. This is the most absurd and the most deliberate and the most far-reaching law that we have ever passed. This is absolutely, it's worse than the Patriot Act. Patriot Act was pure bullshit. People anything with Patriot, all the congressmen ran away and voted for it because they wouldn't want to seem like they were soft on terrorism. Well, the terrorists, the ones, once we start passing laws like that, the terrorists won. That's what they want us to. They want us to become so divisive, and they want us to take away all the liberties that they don't have. They want us to give up, and we're not giving them up. We're giving them away. We're just saying, here, you won, terrorists. You won. Now we'll spy on our people, and we'll see the ones that they don't like what they're saying politically. Well, this is worse than Watergate. This is absolutely an attack on the Constitution of the United States, and that is what every one of these bastards, before they are allowed to hold office, swear an oath to, that they will uphold the Constitution. And I hate to tell you guys this, but the Bill of Rights is part of the Constitution. And for you to throw the First and Fourth Amendments out, but just so cavalierly, is absolute stupidity. We found out what happened with the Gulf of Tonkin resolution that gave Johnson all the power to not declare war, but to commit 500,000 troops and to let 56,000 Americans be slaughtered and 1,000,000 Vietnamese to be slaughtered, and no Gulf of Tonkin incident ever took place. We allowed Bush to go into Iraq on pure lies that they wanted to hear and they knew weren't true about weapons of mass destruction and his attempt to build. And now we're trying to build the same case against Iran. This country is turned into a cesspool of power-hungry sons of bitches that should be taken out of the society, waterboarded for a month, and then bring them back. Don't tell anybody where they went. And then bring them back and let them re-vote on this issue. This is dangerous to the top notch. On a 1 to 10, this is a 10. And everybody ought to go and get in touch with their congressman and tell their congressman if they voted for this bill, they will in no way whatsoever ever get your vote for any further office they might seek. This is nothing but a rape of our Constitution and our human rights. And that the only way the only thing I can do before they come down and snatch us away, the only thing they can do is try to let the public know really what happened. This was amazingly slipped through without much of the media. The media don't want to get involved because they could be later on labeled as seditious. This is the most chicken shit law that's ever come down on the books, and to attack our Constitution and to get away with it, well, they did, and they'll keep doing it until all of us are marching to the same drum, and we're all making $7.25 an hour, and the millionaires are becoming billionaires, and that's who runs this country, and that's the way they want it. They want it all trickled down from the top. That trickle you feel is piss, buddy. It's not clean, fresh water, and it's not a chance to get to the top. Thank you for your time.